Hello everyone, Cass here. How's it all going? And happy Halloween. I really hope that even if you can't do what you wanted to do, you still manage to celebrate Halloween in your own way, because Halloween this year is extra special because it falls on a full moon. And it also falls on a Saturday, so I'm so grumpy and sad for everyone who has been looking forward to it, because that's such a rare occasion and it really sucks. Like, I, for one, I absolutely hate it because I had been looking forward to it so much, so much, because I love Halloween. I love the moon. I especially love the full moon. And it's on a Saturday. I mean, it can't get any better. So, yeah, disappointed. But you know, I still got dressed up and made the most of it. I, enjoyed my little decorations and dressing up and going to the cemetery as well, because it's not only Halloween but it's also All Saints Day, and at least my family celebrates that by going to the cemetery and light candles for our lost loved ones. And normally we also, gather with my aunt and her family and so on, and have a little family dinner, but yeah, that's not happening. So grumpy, but at least we did go to the cemetery and I got to light some candles for my mom and other lost loved ones, and it was nice. And I especially love it because it is so beautiful when you get to the cemetery, because many others do it as well, and when you get there there's just a sea of candles. Like, almost every single grave has at least one candle, and wow. I wish I could show you, and I will definitely find a way to show you sometime, because it's just beyond gorgeous. And hello, sirens. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah. That's the kind of evening I'm having. Getting disturbed and so on, but I'm not giving up. So I wanted to make my little Halloween special, so here I am, and I also recorded. Oh my goodness, he's coming closer. Shut up, sirens. I'm just gonna wait for that to pass. Any moment now. Oh wow, there's quite a few of them, so it seems like there's something big going on, and I hope everyone involved are okay. It's actually like at least the second time today. It was one earlier this morning as well, and it turned out that some people had made a call about a car crash, and they said that it were several cars involved and maybe people getting hurt and yada yada, but it was just one car and no one got hurt, but it, it happens. So I hope that whatever that was, the same thing and nothing serious. So yeah, good luck to them, I suppose. So, since I no longer remember where I was, I'm just gonna move on to the big news that I have, and that is I made a second channel. Yes, I decided to make a second channel because I am a believer and into paranormal stuff, and I know that many people aren't, so I wanted to keep that out of this channel as much as possible, and don't let it affect this channel so much, because I want this channel to be more serious, because I know that many people don't believe, and that's totally okay, and I want everyone to be able to come here and find comfort and what they need to feel better. So a second channel it is, and I decided to be a little silly with it and call it Cass's Magical Corner. Maybe a little bit cringy, but I don't care. So yeah, do feel free to check it out and subscribe if you want to, and I will link it in the description below as well, so it should be easy to find. But yeah, I really hope that you all manage to have a wonderful Halloween, even if things turned out the way they did. And that you have a most wonderful time. So to wrap up this video, because I don't remember what else I had planned, because scatterbrain, getting disturbed again, and forgetting everything I was supposed to do. So to make up for that, I will at least tell the scary story that I was supposed to. I had a few more things planned, but it is what it is. Oh, I do have one more surprise for you. Maybe I already mentioned that in this video. Did I? I can't remember. I have to do a retake because my camera decided to shut off on its own. Yay. I'm happy, I'm calm, I'm collected. No, but really, if I didn't tell you, I actually have a second video coming up today, and it will be me singing a cover, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is. But it's something spooky, and I think you'll like it. At least I hope you'll like it. The only downside is that my voice decided to be all cracky and great. Low battery. This is totally my day. Can you tell? I am having the most wonderful time. Let me plug you in. Are we good? We're good. Do you see what I'm talking about? First it stops filming, and then it needs to charge again, and I keep getting interrupted, and so on and so on, but I never ever give up. And that's something I'm proud of, because past, me would definitely have given up. Sorry. I've come a long way. Yay! But yeah, what was I saying? Right, my voice. Have you... I can't even... Oh, why? Why? Just please let me get this. As you can probably tell, my voice is a little bit raspy, and I'm not getting sick, I don't think. I'm just having one of those days where, you know, raspy voice, so yeah, I don't sound too good in the video where I'm singing, but I still wanted to put it up because I care about you guys, and I wanted to make a nice little surprise, so it's going up, shame bedant. I will try not to be too embarrassed because we all have our bad days and we can't be perfect all the time, and I'm by no means am, so that's okay, because as long as you don't give up, it doesn't matter. So yeah, look forward to that coming up. It should be coming up right after this one, so yeah. And I guess that brings us to the ghost story. Now, let's see if we can get it a little bit darker to set the mood. And yeah, you ready? So, there was a girl who got lost in the woods, and it was dark, it was cold, it was, you know, absolutely no good, and she had wandered into the woods to find a special place that she had heard about, but she ended up getting lost on the way, and darkness crept up on her and soon swallowed the forest, and she ended up getting even more lost, and you know, she was quite miserable because she just wanted to get home, and try as she might, she just couldn't find her way, and she kept, you know, wandering around for hours and just trying to find any single path or way or any indication of, you know, civilization. I can't talk. Whatever. Sign of life. She tried to find sign of life, and she just couldn't. She thought that she would at least find the edge of the woods and, you know, be able to go from there, but the woods just kept going on, and it was as if she walked in circles, because she could swear that she had seen the same rock formation at least 4 times. But all of a sudden, she came upon a little camp. There were some people there who had set up camp and made a little campfire in the middle of the woods. So when she finally spotted them and saw that they were nice and cozy by a fire, she got so happy because she was finally not alone, and maybe, just maybe, they will let her get warm and give her some help to find her way back home. So she went to the people, and she could hear 3 of them. She could only see one, and it was one person sitting outside the tent, It sounded like one was inside and one further away gathering wood for the fire. So when she came to the person outside the tent, she asked if she could please sit down and get some help, and the person invited her and told her to sit down by the fire and get warm and help herself to some hot cocoa if she wanted to. Now, she started to tell her story about how she lost her way and how she just wanted to get home after giving up finding this place because she had been walking for hours trying to find it and no such luck, so she just wanted to get home. And that's when it turned out that the people she stumbled upon had the same, reason for being there. They were from another country and they had came there to explore and go on adventures and had made their way into the woods trying to find a special place, but they too had failed and decided to set up camp instead and try in the morning. So when she heard that, she got very excited because if they had, experience exploring and stuff, then maybe they had an easier way to get back and stuff like that and knew how to find their way. So she asked if she could stay, and she could. So the night went on and they, sat by the fire and told some ghost stories, because why not? And just had a good time, and she didn't think anything special about them, just normal people, and she felt safe, and that's all she cared about. So she, just decided to stay there with them for the morning and hope they could take her back. There was one thing though that she found a bit strange, and that was that the person inside the tent didn't want to come out. The person just stayed in the tent and would occasionally respond, otherwise just be quiet and seemingly be asleep. But that was fine. She didn't pay much attention to it. So the hours went by and she grew even more tired, so she decided to go ahead and go to sleep because, she needed energy for tomorrow. So she said goodnight and, told them how grateful she was that they took her in, and went to, go lay down and fell asleep. However, when the morning came and she woke up, there was no one there. The camp looked as if it had been there for years, and it was kind of destroyed, and the fire had clearly not been burning for months, years even. And she got confused, like, did I imagine this? There's no way I did, because I slept here, I enjoy this fire, what's going on? And she gets a little bit annoyed because where did the people go? So she decides to try on her own instead. And before heading out, she looked back one last time at the camp and could not figure out how, how it could look so run down and so torn up, because it had looked okay the evening before. But what can you do? So she started walking until she suddenly stumbled upon something. And I'm pretty sure you can guess. Yeah, she stumbled upon the remains. And she was not very happy about that. Because looking further away, she could see the person who had seemed to be gathering woods. And that was a corpse as well. And when she looked to the tent, she could see the person laying in there being dead as well. So she had spent the night with corpse. And that's not the best night ever, I suppose. So she was quite upset. And just wanted to get away. And some people still wonder if she's still lost in the woods. So yeah, I suppose that's it. A very crappy story. But I tried. I can't tell you something that actually happened though. And it's, totally fine if you're a person who don't believe. But when I was little, it was actually during, excuse me, one of the All Saints Day. I don't remember which year, but it must have been like somewhere around 9, maybe 12, I don't know. But we went up, and I think it wasn't All Saints Day. It must have been like a few days before or something, because we were pretty much alone, and people who were there were leaving as we came, so we were alone. And this was when my mom was still alive. But as we lit candles by my great-grandpa, and I think my great-grandma was actually with us. I know she went dead because she died way after mom died even, but it was definitely by his grave at least, because it was done in that area. Yeah, anyway, we had lit a candle for my great-grandpa, and we were leaving, and there's like a pathway leaving, and it's going across to the other side, and there's graves along the side, on both sides. And as we're leaving, for some reason, I don't know why, but I decided to look back, and I saw a man walking on the pathway behind us. And I didn't think it odd, because as I said, people did go there to light candles and stuff, and he was totally solid and looking as if I was looking at you right now, and as solid as I am. So I thought nothing of it and kept walking, but I did feel something strange. So I looked at him and did this, looking back, and then literally just that turn. and he was gone. Like, gone without a trace. He had no time to duck behind a gravestone or go behind a tree, because where he was there was no tree, and the gravestones were way too low for him to hide, and he was just gone. So, yeah, you can believe whatever you want. Like, maybe it was my mind playing tricks, or I actually did see something. And as a believer, and as someone who has seen and felt and heard and whatever for as long as I can remember, I believe that I saw someone. But, you know, it's totally fine if you don't believe and if you think I'm crazy. So, yeah, that's my little story, I suppose, that actually happened. But, yeah, I hope that you had a lovely Halloween, and that I will see you next week. And it feels so weird to think that it's just a few days away, because I still think it's Tuesday, but no, it's actually Saturday, so it's just a few days away. Well, I hope you check out the other video as well as my new channel, and that I see you next week. And yeah, take care, stay safe, and happy Halloween. Much love, Cass.